Hi, I'm Mike from Stratasys, and I'm here today to talk to you about variable thickness shells. Now, ever since GrabCAD Print was introduced as a product, it has had a constant thickness shell whenever you use a sparse infill. And by constant thickness, I mean that the walls and the ceilings and the floors are all approximately the same thickness. If I come here and open the model settings panel and click on the model, it's governed by the body thickness. So with a contour width of 20 thousandths, that would be 3 contours, and with a slice height of 10 thousandths, that would be 6 layers. Coming into Slice Preview and zooming in a bit on our model, you can see that's the case. I have 3 contours, and if I start to step down the layers, you can see that I've got 6 solid layers at the bottom and also at the top of the part. Coming out of Slice Preview, we'll go back to the model set. We'll zoom out and we'll come back to the model settings panel. Open it. And you can see just above that body thickness, I have a new option called shell style. And by default, it's constant thickness. But if I open it, I can change that to be variable thickness. And what that does is allow me to change the thickness of the walls and the floors and ceilings as required for my manufacturing requirements. Now by default, you can see I have a new section here with contour settings in it, and that the group has 2 outer contours and 1 inner contour, so it's creating the same number of contours as the constant thickness shell would. But when I go down and take a look at the top and bottom thickness, you can see that there are only 4 layers there, and that number of layers is determined by the material and the slice height that you're manufacturing with. You can also see that I can increase the number of outer contours or inner contours as high as 10, and I can have as few as 1 outer contour and no inner contours. And for top and bottom thickness, I can have as many as 20 or as few as 0. So I can totally remove the top surface and the bottom surface of the part and expose the infill to as part of the final product. For this particular case, just to illustrate the behavior, I'm going to accept the defaults, and I'm going to come back to Slice Preview. You can see here I'm in the middle of the part. I'm going to slide down a little bit. So I'm on layer 1, get up to like layer. So there we go at layer 10. You can see from layer 10, layer 9, I have 4 layers. Same if I go to the top, and if I come up 1 layer and a couple of layers and zoom in, you can see that I have 3 contours there, just as I specified for the variable thickness shell. Now, just a reminder here, the purpose of the variable thickness shell is to provide more flexibility over the model-specific manufacturing requirements. You know, those cases where I need to have thicker walls for a purpose, or thinner floors for a purpose, or also for that situation where constant thickness is perfectly fine for the model. I'm Mike from Stratasys, and I thank you for your time.
Try GrabCAD Print Pro free today. Make additive work for you. Stratasys.